Hi friends, it's me, Christiana Gaudet, your Tarot Fairy Godmother. It's Saturday. That means it's time for the Saturday Psychic Sampler. 2 weeks from now, we will be like smack dab in the middle of StarCon. So it's time to get your ticket. The link to do that is in the description. Thank you everyone for being here today. We appreciate you. And you know what we do here on Saturdays. You ask a specific question, I give you a specific answer. I want to say thank you to Cassia for being a member and for the generous super chat. Really, really appreciate that. So get your specific questions in. Special shout out, of course, to all the members, to all the moderators, to everyone for being here. If you're here new, thanks for being here. Please subscribe. Remember that we have a free class for everyone this Tuesday, 7 p.m., Giving Voice to Tarot. You see the cards, you know the cards, but what do you say in the reading? That's what we're going to be talking about this Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, let's get going. I am using my workhorse deck, which is the Wiser Tarot, and Wiser is a proud sponsor of StarCon 2023, and we will actually have some Wiser Tarot decks to give away at StarCon 2023. So, let me get shuffled here. And specific questions, of course. I will take them in the order in which I see them. And the first one up is Smile Soul 20. Thank you for being a member here. We appreciate you. My question is my boss trying to sabotage me? No, your boss is not trying to sabotage you, but neither does your boss try to help you. So in the sense of sabotage, it's not active sabotage, but it could be like your boss could be more helpful and isn't. And so in that way, that kind of feels like sabotage in a way, doesn't it? So you cannot trust your boss to have your back. Now, the question then, is that just you or is that everyone? Like, are you singled out here? You know, I think sometimes you are. I think there are people that your boss will be more helpful to and not so much you. And so it's not that your boss is sabotaging you, but it's that your boss will have the backs of others more easily than your boss will have the back of you. Why is that? Who the heck knows? I feel like, and I don't think your boss doesn't like you, but I also feel like your boss wants to make you work hard for everything you get. It doesn't really seem fair. It doesn't really seem right, but you can't trip out on that. Just recognize that your boss doesn't have your back. And so you have to be extra special careful. Does that make sense? I'm sorry. That's kind of sucky. George, I'm traveling to the U.S. soon. Do you think I will travel with no problems? And how will my trip be? Sure, let's take a look. All right. Traveling? There could be some delays. I would anticipate delays. Nothing of a safety nature, just some irritation, but it will be fine. And how will the trip be overall? I think you'll learn a lot. I think you'll get a lot done. It doesn't seem like it's all just vacation. It seems like there may be people you need to see, things you need to do. So there's a lot to it. It's not going to be the most fun ever, but it will be okay. Love and light sun, nice to see you. Am I going to face any legal cases in the near future in a bad way? Let's take a look. Oh, well, when justice comes up about legal cases, I think you need to be prepared. I don't think you'd be asking the question if you didn't anticipate that something like that could come up. And here's justice. So, yeah, it's quite possible. Talk to an attorney. Do what you need to do. Will it be bad? I think you'll have some decisions you have to make. It could take some time. It could be anxiety producing, but in the end, it'll be okay. All right. CVXN. Am I going to meet Rio this month? All right. I think within the next 2 months, I think it will happen. I'm not sure it's this month. And when we look at how that meeting would go, I think there's going to be some up and down on it, some good things and some not some good things about it. Arlette, nice to see you. My friend asked if I could babysit her kids, 1-year-old and 3-year-old, for the next few months. She wants to pay me $325 for full-time care or $250 for part-time care. I would have to drive 30 minutes each way, not feeling like this is fair pay for what she is asking, but we need the money. And so should we take it? So, my real question here is this the best that she can pay? I mean, is this what she's offering because it's what she can pay? I recognize it's not market rate, right? But is this the best that she can pay? I think she's offering you the best that she can pay. Would you enjoy working with the kids? You would. It would be fun. So should you take it? I think you should. I think on one hand, you and your friend, you shouldn't think about this as a job. You should think about this as you and your friend doing each other a favor. She'll give you some money that you need, and you'll help her out with her kids, and you'll enjoy it. So, yeah. If it were a stranger, I would say, no, get bent. But it's a friend, and I think it's the best the friend can offer, and it makes sense. All right. Jeannie Mnuchin, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. We appreciate you. For the April Recycled Puppets workshop, should I do a 2.5-hour art workshop focused on the final exhibit, or do a 1-hour workshop split over 2 evenings, 2 hours each, one focused on puppet making and one focused on storytelling with the puppets, leading to exhibit or performance? So, it's hard. There's advantages and disadvantages to both ways. Sorry. A lot of people have asked for the split camera, but with the split camera, it's harder for me to get you to see all the cards because I spread out a lot, but I'm trying. Okay. It's hard. This is hard. I think if you do just the one workshop, that will be in a way easier to plan for. It will go well and you have the people there. With 2, then you have to get them to come back, and that's harder. But with 2, you could obviously do more in depth, and it's more to your liking. I think you would feel better about the 2, but I like the 1 2.5-hour art workshop. I do. I think you'll get a better result for this thing. I think, it's something that you could do at another time in the 2-hour format, but for this, I think the 1 workshop is better. All right. Trey Cameron, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Advice on losing weight. So if I had that advice generally, I would also be taking it myself, but I also recognize that, we can find wisdom for others that we don't always find for ourselves, and that each of us are different. So let's take a look and see what we see for you, Trey. Advice from the universe, because it's certainly not from me, on losing weight. The thing is, there is no particular program that is going to work for you. You have to do it your own way. You have to be accountable to yourself, and you should do yoga, specifically yoga. Why did I say that? Because the Hanged Man, or in this deck, the Hanged One, is literally the card of yoga. For you, I recommend no specific program, like not Noom, not Weight Watchers. I recommend just self-accountability and yoga. All right, got through that one. Mix you here. So nice to see you, Michelle. I'm rejoining my LGBTQ plus choir, hallelujah, for the first time since COVID. I know, one of the saddest things about COVID is we couldn't sing together. And I know how hard that is. Is there anything I should know? Last time was wonderful, but there was drama at the end. I need pure joy with everything going on with Mom. Okay, so about rejoining the choir at this time. You know, anytime you get together with a group of people, there's going to be some drama. And you can keep it low drama with your own regulation and your own attitude. Will the people you had drama with still be there? Some of them will be, yes. Will they be happy to welcome you back? I think for the most part, yes, you'll get a warm welcome. Will you enjoy singing with the group again? Oh, yes, you will. So it's up to you to avoid the drama. That's the bottom line. All right. Febborn, nice to see you. Oh, you've lost your watch. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Febborn. All right, where is your watch? The finding of lost articles, man, that's a thing. So, first of all, did someone steal it? I don't think so. Is it somewhere in your home? I believe that it is. Will you be able to find it? Yes, it is findable and it is in your home. Where should you look? Look in the place where you spend the most time. Mediha Ness, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Where is my current job going? Let's take a look. Okay. Well, you can't see what I'm doing here, but I'm shuffling. Okay. And now I'm dropping a card on the floor. Hang on one second. It fell face down, so we don't have to interpret it. All right. Mediha, where is the current job going? There are changes. There absolutely are changes. And they're causing you worry. Will you get some new information? You know, I think it's hard to know where the job's going because the people in charge don't know where it's going. How will it ultimately affect you? So here's the thing. I think there's going to be all kinds of questions and it's going to be all kinds of weird for a little while. And it'll be unclear. There may be more work, less work, more work, less work. You do this, you do that. It may be all over the place. How will it end up? You'll be busy. It'll be anxiety producing. And, you know, I'm 50-50 here. I think you're valued at this job and could do very well at this job, but there's also other jobs for you that could also work. So will you stay or will you not? I think it'll be your choice. I think for now you stay and it'll be weird, but okay. Hey, Ben, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thank you for giving me this deck. Sayoni, nice to see you. Haven't seen you in a long time. I haven't felt like this ever, but I genuinely do feel this in my heart. Is what I feel true? Is S the one for me? Oh my goodness. And I mean, I will tell you that no tarot reader can tell you that answer for sure. At the end of the day, it's a matter of time and your own heart figuring it out. But what do we think? Could this be? Could this be the one for you? Well, it's certainly different, but I would take my time with this. You're feeling something. But I would say take your time. Let's not jump to any conclusions. Let's get to know this person better first. Ali Mammon, nice to see you. I'm having a hard time keeping to my goals with regard to my eating habits as well as work. How and what to do to stop feeling energetically drained and sluggish. Yuck, I'm sorry you're going through that. So celebrate your successes rather than bemoaning your failures. Oh, Nalini, thank you. Yes, I'll go back and get you and Cassia. I apologize for that. Yes. Okay, Ali Mammon. Celebrate your losses rather than your failures. And I'm going to say talk to your doctor. There may be something going on with you physically that is part of this, and you may need more exercise. So don't be down on yourself. Celebrate when you do it the right way. Talk to your doctor, get more exercise. Okay. And to those I skipped, I am so sorry. I did indeed. That's exactly what happened. Cassia, thank you for being a member. Thank you for the super chat. Beautiful blue skies and beautiful full moon. Yay. My question, made interview as secretary and test for 3 hours at the office. Are they going to hire me? I start at Amazon tomorrow, but it's part-time. Thanks for using members only emojis. So will you get this secretarial job? I think they liked you. I think that there is a very good chance that you will get this job. Very good chance. And if not, just keep looking because some job like that is a good one for you. Cassandra, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. And thank you so much for the super sticker. Really appreciate that. Nalini, thanks for calling my attention right away to my skip. I appreciate that. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Will I get the job with the leasing office? You know what I want to say to you, Nalini? Is be careful what you wish for. I think it's very possible you get the job, and if you do, it's not going to be an easy job. If you don't, you can say, oh my gosh, I dodged a bullet. If you do, it's going to be a hard job, but at least it will be a job. That's the way it shows up. All right. Now, let me get back to where I were. Ben, Libra Does Tarot, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Will everything go okay with my impromptu trip next week? Taking my friend to sign some paperwork for her new home, and it was all very last minute. Sounds like fun, though. Sounds like you're doing your friend a nice favor. How will it go? Yeah. Oh, I think this is great fun. I mean, you know, there's always little kerfuffles, but I think it's going to be fine. I think it's great. Justine, I would love for Ben to come to StarCon. I realize that's a lot. He has to cross an ocean to do it. A couple of people are. Marion Kirk is coming from Scotland. Maria Alves Hernando is coming from Spain. But, you know, maybe come virtually, Ben, and join us next year in person. Okay, Justine, thank you for being a member. Thank you for being a moderator. Okay. I've asked you about my friend Julie once before. You said you had someone similar in your life who liked to talk on and had a lot of trouble shutting up and getting off the phone. Yeah, true. She's been a good friend of mine since high school, and I love her dearly. Ever since she moved back to her hometown a few months ago, something has felt different. She's been calling me this week. But I've been dodging the calls, and I'm extremely busy and overwhelmed, as it is with my own life problems at the moment. Am I a terrible friend for doing this? I have a feeling she just wants to dump all her issues on me that I can't do anything to help her with. My resources are so limited at this time. Could you pull a card to see what is going on? All right. So first of all, is she really going to dump all her problems on you? Yeah, probably. But you know what this is? This is your lack of boundaries. You know, you're dodging her call and feeling like a bad friend because you don't know how to shut her up. And I understand, as I said from my own experience, that it's hard to shut people up. But you can say, hold on, I have 5 minutes. I am so happy to talk with you. Be happy to speak with you further about this. But my first availability is not until February, which I actually said to a friend recently. I was like, no, I can't. I'm available February 1st and later. Let me know when you want to get together. And just claim your time. So I think you got to call her back. But you also have to feel okay setting the boundary and setting the time. You can't let her run this relationship. You have to run this relationship. And for you, that is a huge lesson, not just with her, but in life for boundaries in general. Cassandra. Just over scrolled. Give me a minute. Scrolling back. Here we go. Cassandra, thanks for being a member here. We appreciate you, and thank you for the super sticker. Question for your mom. She would like to ask if you see her husband E's current court situation having a positive outcome. Okay, fair enough. I think it's an outcome that's going to take a long time, but in the end, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll just take time. Angela Marie, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Can you shed light on what could be causing me confusion with my daily oracle pull? Just some general guidance and what part of my life I should be looking at. Okay, so let's take a look. Is it a problem with the oracle itself? No, it's a great oracle for you. Is it a problem with the question you're asking? No, I think that's fine. I think it comes in the interpretation. You're having an issue with the extrapolation. And, if the question is, if you're asking for daily guidance and then you're like, okay, I get this guidance, but in what part of my life? The thing I'm going to say is this. Something that I notice is that if something's happening in one part of your life, it's happening in another part of your life as well. Not just you, all of us. If you're having a hard time communicating at work, you're also having a hard time communicating in your relationship. So see what you can do about accepting that guidance in all aspects of life. And if you do that, I think you'll be very satisfied with the process, and it will help you grow in a lot of ways. Okay. Hey, Amy Foreman, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Karen Hendershot, yours is the next question I see. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being here. Will I get my house this summer? Here we go. I don't think it will be this summer. I think there may be some things that get in the way of that, but it is coming. It is coming. Maybe closer to the end of the summer or the fall. Okay. Hey, Sabrina Luna, nice to see you. Sheila Selby, nice to see you. Yours is the next question I see. Will I have a different job this year? Yeah, I do see you leaving current job and getting a different job. Not immediately, but it will happen, and it will be good. Unicorn Rocks by Maya, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Talked with the parents about the offer for the house, and they don't sound happy. Will they agree to the purchase, and is this going to cause a rift either way? And thank you for using members-only emojis. All right. So first of all, there's a lot of pieces to this question. They didn't sound happy. How are they really feeling about it? They have to talk it over. They have to work it out. Let's not jump to conclusions about how they were processing it in that moment. Do we think that they will agree to the purchase? I think they have to come to that. And it's causing them some anxiety. They may want to work with it a little bit, but, do we think that you could come to an agreement that everyone could agree on? Yes, I do. Is that process likely to cause any kind of a rift? As long as everyone is honest and communicates, I think it'll be fine. Hey, Teresa C., nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a moderator. Amy Foreman, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. What do I need to know about preparing for my presentation at StarCon? And so glad you are a presenter. I need to text you today, in fact, to talk to you about some logistics there. And thank you so much for using members-only emojis. What do you need to know? You have a huge amount of knowledge that is your daily life. And at that point, it just becomes like, duh, well, of course you will do this. You don't even think about it. What you have to do is break it down for people. Like, you don't want to disrespect people, but give them information like they're two, in the idea that, if someone has never done this before, they will not know anything about the very specific thing that you're going to be teaching, which is tarot as entertainment, working with agents, how you do those gigs. And most of us learned that by trial and error. I bet you did too. And so you want to save others from that. So really try to look at it with a beginner's mind. Yeah, Smile Soul 20, I don't trust your boss either. D9, nice to see you. What do I need to know about my job search? It's gonna feel difficult. It's gonna feel like you're not getting anywhere with it. And oh my gosh, it's not gonna be easy. You should network. You should talk to people you already know. You will get a job. It will happen. Cast your net wide. But my guess is someone you already know will help you get a job. Melanie Clark, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. I am wondering if now is the time to change careers. If so, should I consider changing within my current company or branch out somewhere else? Okay, great. All right, here we go. First of all, is it time to change careers? Yes. Look within the company or outside the company. I mean, I think you should look both places, but I think you're going to end up leaving this company and going to another company, and that may be the right thing. In the country, nice to see you. Would writing a book be a good goal for 2023? And Happy New Year to you. Writing a book, 2023. Yes, but you may not finish it in 2023, and that's okay. Starting a book in 2023. Denise Woods, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Jerry wants to know what he can do to come out better financially because he's struggling. So I think there's a few things here. Number one, there may be some debt management that needs to happen, whether that is a consolidation or something of that nature, some way of managing debt. It feels like you may be paying too much money servicing debt, number one. Number two, in terms of the money that you're making, I feel like you could look around and find ways to make more money, whether that's adding another job or changing jobs, something of that nature. Number three, in terms of spending money, you know, I feel like y'all do a good job managing the money you have, other than what we've just talked about. So I think it's those two things, debt management and either adding on a job or looking for a different job. Adrija, nice to see you. P is going to meet this girl because his parents want them to meet. How will that go, and will it affect our relationship? So between P and this girl, he's going to it with an open mind. And I mean, it will only affect the relationship if it goes well, right? And so, yeah, it is possible that this will be that, you know, he will go with the parents' recommendation. That is a possibility. It could go either way. Be prepared for anything. Teresa, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. I've come across someone I believe may be able to help me. Should I contact her? All right, let's take a look. You should indeed contact her. She's busy, but if she can help you, she will. Gina Rutledge, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. I feel like I haven't seen you in a long time. What do I need to do, if anything, in order to pass Monday's final step in the long process to gain a position I've been striving for? Monday is a home visit and interview. Wow. Okay. So let's just jump to the finish line here and say, like, do we see this turning out the way you want? I mean, this is something you've wanted for a long time and have been working for a long time, and I think it's going to work out in your favor. I really do. So what do you need to know about the steps on Monday? I mean, you know what the guidelines are. You know, do what you need to do, and it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. And I think you're on your path. I really feel very good about all this. Okay, Denise. Tonda wants to know if Terry is going to get her a new glass top stove. Not immediately. Eventually, yes, but not immediately, but it will happen. Okay. Amy wants to know if her used, new to her vehicle will be a good one. It's a Chevy Equinox. How's that going to work out for her? Good. You know, I mean, there's always issues and she should be careful of the tires, but I think it's good. Jackie Masters, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. I'm remodeling my life. Do the ancestors have any guidance for me and can they help? Is there a spiritual or divination practice that will help me support this process? You know, Nancy Hendrickson, her whole ancestral tarot practice and her ancestral grimoire would be very, very good for you in all of this. I'm just saying. What do the ancestors have to say? You know, this is great that you're doing it, but you have to find your own healing first. You have to kind of get out of your own way. And there can be a lot of worry, a lot of anxiety, a lot of upset. And you have to find a way to stay grounded and get away from all of that. And some of that may be hereditary. It may be genetic. So do be aware of that. Cassandra, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members-only emojis. What do you foresee in the next year as far as living situation for me and my current household and roommates? New state, how will that end up? All of that. Okay. So when we look at how it is now, I mean, how it is now isn't bad. How is it changing this year? There may be some changes related to work needs or other kinds of needs. There may be one person leaving, you know, so there could be some changes, but it feels like it's good now, and as it changes, it will still be good. Do I think that you are going to a different state? Only if it's absolutely necessary. All right. Hang on one second here. Peggy Lou, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members-only emojis. What will my finances be like in 2023? I think certainly not worse and maybe a little better. Okay, Kenshin Verma, nice to see you. May I know what I need to know? All right. What you need to know is that you need to look to yourself to create the things you want in your life and find your own strength from that. Patrice, nice to see you. Happy New Year. Amora LPO, nice to see you. I have a lot of problems with ex-clients. Do you think they will file a case against me to make me return the money? Or am I just, you know, freaking out about it? So, will they file a case? My guess is probably not. But there is a question of should you just return the money anyway? I mean, you know, you might consider avoiding all problems by just returning the money. There is that. Okay, Denise. I wish in the new year to be more available and helpful to my family and friends, and I want to start volunteering at our local animal shelter, but not sure if I have the stamina. I feel I do very little. So when we look at all of that, Denise, the thing is you've been doing a ton load of emotional labor, and that takes your energy. As you get out of that space of emotional labor, you will have more energy to do more of what you want to do and more of what you want to do with and for the people you care about. Okay. Jack Milo Miko. I feel something bad is about to happen to me in regard to some people ask me for work and then they change their mind after me preparing everything. Am I right? I think that in itself sucks, but I don't think anything bad comes after that. I think we just don't deal with those people. And that's the end of it. That's the bad thing. There's nothing more that comes from that. DH, what do I need to know about this year? To face it with love, to keep love in your heart, to keep love on your mind. I don't just mean romantic, I mean that high vibration of unconditional love that drives the universe. Elizabeth, nice to see you. Elizabeth Peralta, what does my spiritual team want me to focus on right now? Staying away and having boundaries with relationships with people that do not serve you, whether those are friends, family, romance, work, whatever. Having good boundaries and staying away when you need to. Teresa, yes, I am doing readings before StarCon. I will be accepting readings right up through the Wednesday and maybe even Thursday morning of StarCon, and then Monday afternoon after StarCon, I'm right back at it. So yes, I will be, yes. Okay, and Teresa, my bestie Danielle, wants to know why she didn't get the job. Did her current boss interfere? There's a high probability of that. And thanks for using members only emojis. Okay. Yes, I think there was definitely interference from the current boss. 100%. And I don't think it's meant to punish her. It's just meant to keep her where she is because it's helpful to other people. Okay, Mary Klein. Will me and Ratty will you go to his country and get married in the next few weeks? Or are we going to make it? Let's take a look. I think there's some problems here. And, you know, I could see it going either way, but I think there's things you really need to check out before you make a commitment. You know, the question should not be will, it's should you, because there's questions there. Ambreen Block, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Can my wish come true this month? Yeah, there is possibility of it. Yes. Sarah 88, nice to see you. What do I need to know about this connection? That it's important, that there's things to learn from it, that there's a reason for it, but it may not be what you think. Peace of Soul, nice to see you. What's good coming this month? I think a greater realization for you about some relationships in your life, about the way some people are versus the way you thought they were or wanted to believe they were. Some clear sight. Bianca Taro, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. I'm doing a fun photo shoot today for a modeling agency. Good for you. What is some advice from Spirit about this? I think it'll be fun. Sounds like a great gig. Let's take a look. The advice is it's not going to be easy. You have to really, you're going to have to really work with some people. You're going to have to use your best creativity. It's going to be successful. It's going to be good. But it's work. Don't think about fun, think about work. Okay, Kathleen Patricia, nice to see you. Will I get closure this month? You know, I think you can get closure anytime you want because it's something that you have to give yourself. No one else can give it to you. Aria Wilson, nice to see you. What messages do my ancestors have for me? That there is a purpose for everything that is happening in your life right now. Hey, Betty Fleischer, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Looking forward to seeing you at StarCon. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. All right, my friends, from my perspective, I've answered every question and come to the end of the list. If I accidentally skipped you, I'm so sorry. Please reiterate your question. If you're here and you haven't asked a question, it is last call for readings, y'all. Jackie, yeah, please do watch the replay. I had some things to say. I'll just say that. All right, so get your StarCon tickets. The link to do that is right in the description. Book a reading with me. The link to do that is right in the description. And make sure you get your tarot scopes. January tarot scopes are up. They're right on the front page as you come to my YouTube channel. Please do like this video and make sure you join us for class on Tuesday, 7 p.m., Giving Voice to Tarot. 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Hope to see you all there, and tell your friends. It's a free class. If you have friends that love tarot and love working with tarot, bring them on over. My friends, take really good care. I'll look forward to seeing you soon.